Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another stream, and today we're going to be doing the next year in our MLB Out of the Park Baseball 22 from graduation. I'm gonna have to turn on. Let's hit the watch now. Read that. And yeah, so we're doing 1872. We did 1871 the other day. That's the first year that this game can go as far back as like historically wise, but really that's the first year of baseball. It's as far back as it's baseball or the MLB is, so that makes sense. And yeah, let's go make sure we find the right one. This one, the Deli official historical sin. Boom. I've also been doing this historical GM one that I've just been doing on my own time. I'll probably start one that I'll do like for YouTube. So maybe that's what more of a mock run we'll call it now. Let's yeah, let's start the draft. Let's see. So with the first pick, the Troy Haymakers. They will become the Phillies, obviously. Um, they'll probably go Cy Bentley, and they do. Next pick is Jim O'Rourke. That's a good pick. He's always beast. Jim Britt goes. So you see, Nat Hicks usually is good. Paul Hines, obviously, very good. He was a beast in real life. But those two are always sick. Isn't Nat Hicks was a beast in real life too, right? No, he wasn't. Yeah, he's good in this game, but always a beast in this game. And there was John Clapp. Oh, Jim Clinton's usually pretty good too. So some of these teams down the board on the first round might get a stud. As Jim Clinton goes, the Olympics are gonna grab Hines. The Nationals are gonna go Tom Barlow, and Nat Hicks is going to the Brooklyn Eckfords with the final pick in the first round. That's I'll draft the entirety of the draft. Jack Burdock's pretty solid. Renson's pretty solid too. Candy Cummings, Bill Boyd. He's always decent. Hollingshead. Eddie Boots of the Boston. They gotta become the Braves, but they're Boston for now. And Val Robinson isn't that bad. He's usually okay. And Jewett too. Yeah, Jewett's okay. So some interesting picks in the 1871 draft. Let's of course go to the expansion draft. Let's make sure we just into it. That was in 2 days, so anyone really good hitting the markets here? I'm assuming no, but Joe Batten, Bud McCaddy. I don't really know many of these people. I know Joe Simmons. I know Joe Batten. I know Frank Abercrombie. There's Ul. Tom Pratt, but Tom Pratt sucks. Warren White's awful, but I know him too. What is that? Frank Barrows? Yeah, no pitchers though. Important note. So they won't be getting any pitching, which is unfortunate. But Tom Pratt can pitch, I think. Bud McCaddy went number one with Hollinan going number two, and Donnelly, Armstrong, Simmons. I like the Eckfords. I like their compiling of Pratt, White, Simmons, Donnelly. This McCaddy guy's apparently good, so I'll trust them. They got UL down here. I definitely think they had a better draft. And so now there won't be any Hall of Fame voting results, obviously, because it's too early. But we're gonna go right to the regular season. No point in some into before that. And Boomskis. Oh, this is the spring training. I forgot they had spring training back then, or they didn't. So yeah. but I'm not gonna turn it off. I'm not gonna adjust settings at all. It's gonna be over out of the park baseball's sim. I'm not gonna be editing the settings at all. I'll just let them do their realistic thing that they want to do. Let's see what the preseason predictions are. Is Nationals winning 21 games versus the Experts only winning 6. I don't know if I agree with that, but I definitely think the Experts are better. They're going Canaries versus the Forest Cities. Hmm. Now, last year, I got one out of my two predictions right, and I went down the board with my predictions. I picked the Olympics versus the no, I didn't pick the Mutuals. I think one of the teams that relocated. Um, I'm probably gonna go Olympics again because they made it. They did it. I mean, uh, let's check out some of these rosters real quick. But Matt Hicks is on the Brooklyn Experts. That's fun. Oh, they had a good draft. Yeah, so I don't know why Brooklyn's not ready to do that well. Uh, what about like where's Washington? How are they faring? Yeah, so they're kind of sick again, but yeah, I guess I can definitely see Washington not making it again this year. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Boston Red Stockings playing Middletown. So Boston versus Middletown, which would in theory be um, the Braves versus the Cubs. Yeah, I'll go with my Braves versus Cubs prediction as we get right into the season. We're not gonna have games for a bit, right? Yeah, we're at least getting 2 weeks. So let's do that. Let's do 2 weeks. 18, so it's this 17. There we go. The first game of the year will be Boston versus Cleveland. Why? I have no idea. But Boston's my final pick, so I'm riding John McMullen this year. So let's get right into it. Let's watch this one. Any important rookies first games? No, there aren't really many good rookies this year. I'll probably try to watch some of the pitchers mainly. Britain and Cy Bentley are going to be your key ones to watch in this franchise. They're usually pretty good. But off to a hot start is McMullen, not only pitching but also hitting. 667 means he's 2 for 3 when he's got that steal already. Probably scored a run, and 4 errors for Cleveland. Well, 4 errors for Boston now, but and this one is over. This one is in the books. Huge day for Levi Merrily. Wow. um, 2 RBIs for John Glenn. Bobby Matthews struggled, and John McMullen goes complete game. Let me just because it has been a while since I did this. I think Cleveland was the other team to make the final. No, they didn't make it. They were in the race, I think, to make it. I do want to check. Yeah, it was Olympics versus Mutuals, and the Mutuals won. So the Mutuals were the first champions, and it was a 7-game series. So it's in this game. Now Boston's going again today. I'm excited to see who they're going to pitch. I'm tempted to even watch it, but we just watched them. But I do kind of want, we'll watch some of these first games. They're going to go with Bob Addy. Who are you? A first baseman. All right, I'm going Atlantic win this one. Big game. Oh, the shutout first inning. As he's throwing a one hitter so far. He's making the last through 4 through 5. He's like dead. He's 53 pitches in with his true stamina rating, and he is dead. And there goes 7 runs. John McMullen is in the game, trying to get a win, trying to close this one out, and he does. He gets the win, and what would have been a save if he didn't also get the win. McMullen comes up huge as let's see if I predicted Deacon White's big day right, and I did not. No one really went too ballistic for him, besides maybe Outfake the rookie. Denny Mack struggled. Yeah, Lennox had a rough game. Check out. Oh, so this game already happened. So Mansfield wins. That's my other finals pick. So obviously I'm glad to see that. Um, do you want to see the first game of um uh, of Jim Britt and Cy Bentley's career? And here's Cy Bentley's first career start. Let's watch it. So the Philadelphia Phillies, who they will become, is going against the current Philly team, which is also the Athletics, and they'll be the Athletics. And I'll take the Phillies, though. I'll take Troy. I think they're gonna. I think Cy Bentley's gonna go do very well this year. And the Athletics, I think, were projected to do better. I'm gonna go with Cy Bentley. I have faith in the book. He's gone 8 innings, and he's yet to give an earned run. And his first career start goes pretty well. As he goes, get no earned runs through 9 innings. Sterling's also pitches a gem, but he drops to 1 and 2. Oh, Jim Britt's first career start is now. Jim Britt's they're in a 2-man rotation. I think that's the first team we've seen do a 2-man rotation. So Jim Britt's going to be a pitcher number 2. This development. It'll be really interesting to monitor his career as Cubs get an early lead, but they blow it instantly to the Athletics, who are going against back-to-back rookie pitchers. I just noticed that. If they hold a 2-1 lead, they're retaining it. Oh, and in the ninth inning, Middletown comes back. I did not expect that, but we'll see if Jim Britt can close out the game in his rookie year. Marshall King, the catcher slash center fielder, at the plate, he is flying out to the left. Oh, wait, he's playing shortstop? Is he catcher and center fielder are main positions, but I guess he developed into a shortstop. That's pretty fun. And no earned runs for Britt either. So they might get shut out by back-to-back rookies. They're shut out in earned runs. They rely on errors. I think that's Tommy Beals who just Tommy Beals is anyway. Tommy Beals is the second baseman who got to put out. And at the plate, Charlie Mills, the right fielder. Let's see what happens. And he gets a single. It's a good base hit. Keeps hope alive. Gets the top of the order up with Dave Egler. Egler's top out. They're gonna need an error if they want to stay in this game, and they won't get it as Middletown gets the fly out. The Athletics lose back-to-back games against rookies. Well, not pick that up. um, and now let's go to the let's get a bit farther in the season. We'll get to the trade deadline. I don't know if we watched more games last time or not, but we're not gonna be doing as many this time. That was the first year. We definitely hit some games. You know, we'll see if there's like any like really sick games that we should probably look at. Scores. right before at the trade deadline. Got. We should probably check out the standings, honestly. And Cleveland's in first with Boston in second by 2.5 games. Also, Athletics back at 2.5 games. Olympics and Eckford's not looking too up. Neither are the Nationals or my pick to win it all, or my pick to go to the finals, Middletown. New York, not looking like they're going to repeat, but the Brooklyn Atlantics look like they got something going. Yeah, let's check the scores. Let's see if there's any like sick game that we should like tune into. Look at this one, a 5-4 game with the Athletics came back in the I can't watch the replays because I don't have some setting on. Alright. Let's see, 12-4, 13-4. 16-10. National Experts. This is a classic rivalry game, of course. Both joined the same year. Let's check like the transaction log now. It's the trade deadline. We're hopping one game past it. Um, where is transaction news? So no trades this year, but just the trades from last year. Harry Wright retired. Now Harry Wright's still balling. He's hitting 306, 330 on base percentage. Goldschmidt, yeah, is now a member of the Brooklyn. Gobert's a member of Washington. So this trade definitely is going down in favor of Cleveland. Let's check back on this trade. How's Dickie Pierce doing? Um, he's on a new team now. It looks like. Yeah, so Pierce is on a new team, and I know Donnelly is too. Patty Quinn. Patty Quinn's on a new team too. Oh no, Patty Quinn isn't. So he's technically the Athletics have won this trade. Um, major transaction. Now, news and logs, I think, covers what we're interested in. So we want to get up to about October. Maybe October next month. Now, let's see. Atlantics, Baltimore, and Cleveland all have 27 wins. The difference: Cleveland has 11 losses, and the other two have 16, 17. Interesting races. Efford's already eliminated, and Middletown's fallen farther and farther down the board. So I don't think my pick's gonna be right again. Um, Fulmer sizzles with 20-game batting streak. Oh, Chick Fulmer. Any other big news? Um, check out some of these stats on the side. Ezra Sutton has 16 stolen bases. I didn't know he was that fast. Tracy has 6 homers. Levi is hitting 403. And Ronnie Walters is hitting 425. That is a pitcher. That is a pitcher. And pitching wise, Bill Stearns is kind of going ballistic, and I guess also Brainer has been kind of key. But it's official. My pick in the NL is officially out, and now my only pick I have left to ride on is Boston, and they ain't looking like they're getting there either. But let's check out some of these if they like important games. Then we'll make sure that we're gonna cover these. This game isn't important. This game is important though. So Boston versus Philadelphia is going to be must watch. Is Boston's going to have to pitch Eddie Booth, the right fielder, but the Athletics have to go with a reliever and Frank Butter. But it looks like he's been starting. So with his 14 stamina, it looks like he's been starting. I think Boston might win this, honestly, even though they don't have a pitcher. It's definitely gonna be a high scoring one for sure. But the pitching rotation of Boston's held its own. Only giving up 9 runs is not too bad. And Bob Addy is in here trying to get the save. He started that second game of the season for him. And he's going to be able to close this one out and bring Boston to 34 wins. Big day for Levi Merrily. Big day. That's finish today. Finish today again. Boston versus Nationals. That's a must-win game for them. Miss any big games here? Cleveland, New York is pretty big, so we're gonna. This is an interleague game, yeah, as it said. No, it had the feature in there, but Harry Rose return for Cleveland is not blah blah. With Boston on their little winning streak, Cleveland's gonna need to, or they're just gonna hope not to lose. They played less games, they have less losses. Everyone, but it looks like they're about to get another loss tacked on here at the hands of Cherokee Fisher and the New York Mutuals, last year's champions. Did anyone go particularly off? Does not appear so. The Flowers with 61 RBIs in the year, that was pretty cool. Over here, 56 for John Clapp, the rookie. Wow. All right, let's check out the scores. Let's see. Wow, the Olympics beat the Red Stockings. Wait, did the Nationals beat them? Oh my God, they lost to the Nationals. I missed that. So it doesn't even matter that Cleveland lost this, honestly. It might have too much at least. Any of these games big? Not particularly. Not particularly. Canaries Athletics could be big. Let me check the standings. The Canaries are eliminated, and the Red Stockings are now eliminated too. So this game only is going to matter for the Athletics, but they are not in good shape to catch them. This is more the only race we have really left is Mutuals Atlantics. So let's simulate that. Let's see, did the Mutuals win? They did not, as the Olympics come out on top at the Pike McVeigh. How did he do? 4 for 4 with an RBI and 3 runs. Yeah, that'll do it. Canaries pick up a win. That probably eliminates the Athletics officially from playoff contention. And it does. As Cleveland clinches. The Mutual's got to be like one more loss away from getting a clinch. And if Atlantis beat the Experts, they might just have it themselves. And 16-2 in commanding fashion. Appears like we have our final set. We do. The Atlantics will be taking on the Cleveland Four Cities. It's Cleveland. They will become the Indians. They will stay in Cleveland, right? Yep. And the Atlantics, is this going to become Dodgers? Yeah, this is Dodgers. So we're getting a Dodgers Indians final here in 1872. Neither team's going to hit 41 wins. Both are going to finish 39-21. And the Experts are going to really struggle. The Nationals proved to be the better expansion team, at least at first. And let's check out some of these games. Let's go to yeah, we can just do finish today, finish today. Now let's play this game out. Let's see how it goes. Bobby Matthews versus Asa. Cleveland's heavy favorites. I'm gonna go with in game one. Who's the home team? The home team gets also so it's. I'll go with the Atlantics from game one. I'll go with the upset, picking against the heavy favorite, as they have an early lead, 2-1. A 5-run fifth inning by Cleveland is gonna prove tough to overcome, and and a 14-run ninth inning is gonna put this one away. 23-5. Wow, he went off. 6 RBIs for the home run machine, John Bass. Did he have any home runs? He didn't, but I'm definitely shocked by that. Runs goes 4 runs for Doug Allison. Um, and over here, Brooklyn just struggled. Everyone but Harry Schaefer struggled. The rookie, we saw him before in the year. How did he end up doing? He did really well. I've never seen this guy before. At least I haven't noticed him before. Definitely don't know who he is. Dave Birdsall did fine with his 34, but did not win. Why did you pinch hit for Denny Mac? Did you make him pitch or something? I'm very confused by that. But also, Bronner, rough 7 earned runs, rough 5 earned runs for Al Pratt, who is obviously not a not a pitcher. We get any final transactions? No, we did not. Just making sure that there weren't any like waiver trades. And let's go to tomorrow. After the 2035 massacre, Cleveland's coming right back out with Bobby Matthews starting, while Al Pratt is going to be getting the nod for Brooklyn. Oh, and this Al Pratt is a pitcher, so I was thinking of the other Pratt, who often pitches as a first baseman. And I'm gonna be going with the Atlantics, and I think if they lose both at home, that's definitely gonna be, I think, much for them to overcome probably. But so far, things going pretty well for them. After giving it 23, they're up 8-0 going into the seventh. We're giving up 2 runs, and Atlantics ended 9-3. Look at some looks at the series. John Bass right now looking like an early World Series MVP. Hatfield's done pretty well, hitting 500. Dave Birdsall's hitting 625. That's pretty good. So also Bronner is getting the ball in the mound to go again, but I'm gonna pick Cleveland in this one. We saw what happened to Brainerd last time, and this one's in Cleveland. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking Cleveland. But Atlantic's out to an early lead, but Cleveland dents into it pretty early on and takes the lead 5-4 now after the 1-run inning by the Atlantics. They tie it up at 5 in the 7th. High ball game, and 2 more runs for the Atlantics is met by 3 more runs by Cleveland. As wow, Brooklyn takes the lead in the ninth with 2 runs. We gotta see this. Ozzy Bonner with 6 earned runs has a chance to put his 2 rough starts behind him. If he can just close out World Series Game 3 in Cleveland. As Doug Allison lines one out to left, Frank Selman at the plate, and down the middle, an error by the second baseman. Is that Andy Leonard? Oh, it is. Oh, he's not even a bad fielder. It's gonna put Josh Snyder, the pitcher, to the plate, and he's going down the middle with a single. Put runners on first and second with 1 out. Mike McGarry's at the plate. Oh, and a wild pitch is gonna advance the runners in second and third. This could spell trouble for the Atlantics. After all their fighting back in the eighth, and then they're fighting back in the ninth, it could come down to this. And there it is. That's gonna end it. As there goes the pitcher scoring, and it is a game winner by Mitch McGarry, knocking in John Snyder and Frank Selman. As he had what a day, 4 for 6 with 4 RBIs. He went ballistic. John Bass struggled with his 0 for 5 point performance. He even got a pinch fielder subbed in for him, which makes a lot of sense. And wow, what a game! This was a good one. 2-1. We might get 7 in this series again too. I wouldn't be shocked at all. Al Pratt versus Bobby Matthews as Probably Matthews is gonna keep getting the ball. And you know what? I'm gonna take the Atlantics in this one. I'm going with the road team underdogs. I don't think this pitching Matthews everyday strategy is a very good one, but it's working for Cleveland in this one so far. As they go 5-0 in the third. And 7 runs, 6 inning by the Atlantics puts them up 7-5. Going to the eighth 0-0 and going into the ninth it's 0-0 or it's 7-5 still, like no one scored since. Atlantics don't score anymore. Let's see if Steve King can or push simulated. Yep. And Atlantics win. They close it out 7-5. Final, potentially the final game. Oh, I forgot Cleveland won the first game. I was bugging. I forgot they batted their ways back into it with the walk off by Mitch McGeary. So it's tied at 2-2. Yeah, I think we can definitely see seven. And we're going back to Brooklyn for this one, I believe. No, we're still in Cleveland. So I'm gonna go Cleveland. We're gonna take a 3-2 series lead here. It's 8-2. Yeah, Cleveland looks like they're in control. 8-4, 9-4, 9-5. In the nine, 2 runs for the Atlantics will only get it to 9-7 as they go down. Any big games from anyone? Does not appear so. Nothing particularly too impressive. And 2 days rest is definitely going to help benefit Cleveland because they only got Bobby Matthews it appears. And Brainard's pitching. He's had a rough series. He's 0-3, but they're home. So I'm gonna say that Brainard's gonna come through in this 7 game. I'm banking on it. 3-2. Atlantics are winning 4-2, and both teams tack on a run in the fifth, make it 5-3. Shutout inning in the sixth, but Cleveland scores five in the seventh, take a 3-run lead. 9 errors from the Atlantics has spelled trouble, but they score three in the bottom of the eighth to make it 9-8. They're only down one now. 4 runs by Cleveland in the top of the ninth might have put this one too far out of reach. And yep, they are shut out in the final interest inning as the Cleveland Forest Cities have won the title. So, obviously this is going to become the Indians. That means the Indians and the San Francisco Giants are the only teams with titles. They say you want John Hatfield is going to win Series MVP. What did he do? And he went ballistic in this game. 6 RBIs. He's going to win it over 10 RBIs from John Bass. That makes sense. Hatfield hit 419 in the series, and yeah, he was pretty crucial. Um, Bobby Matthews with 4 RBIs in this one. He pitched a great series. And Asa Bronard pitches his best game, but it does not matter. What a game. What a series. All right, let's into the player draft and let's check out some of these awards before we end the 1872 video. Hope you enjoyed so far. We'll keep doing these for as many years as y'all want to keep seeing, or as many years as I'm not getting bored with. I plan on keeping doing it all the way through 2021 and beyond. So you have that. The hitting crowns are going to Ronnie Walters and